Hello again. After Bountygate in the NFL, concern over concussions in the NHL and the NBA lockout, some of America's mainstream sports have suffered negative press in recent months, so it's only fair to report the more positive news that 35 top hockey players are taking part in a new ad campaign promoting equal rights for gay athletes.
If you can skate,
you can skate.
If you can shoot,
you can shoot. If you can score,
you can score.
I'm Brian Burke of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And I'm Patrick Burke of the Philadelphia Flyers. My brother Brendan fought for tolerance, equality, and gay rights in sports. His message was simple. If you can play, you can play.
If you can play,
you can play.
If you can play,
you can play.
There are very few openly gay athletes, although John Amaechi broke the mould in the NBA by declaring himself homosexual shortly after retiring. Our own Zain Nabi caught up with him recently to talk about combating prejudice in sport.
Let's go!
When the big man speaks, you listen. Former NBA player John Amaechi is not just good at barking out orders.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dribble, 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 dribble.
He's keyed in to make a difference in an extra special way. The former Orlando Magic and New York Knicks star is an ambassador for the Special Olympics, an event designed to break the stigma surrounding people with learning and intellectual disabilities.
As a person who played professional sports for a lot of my life, I saw sport through jaded eyes. I saw it as a job. I saw it as something that was incredibly painful to be involved with, frankly, physically. And then I get a chance to be involved in the Special Olympics, and you suddenly see sport as it should be.
Aside from his duties with the Special Olympics, Amaechi still follows the NBA closely. And yes, you guessed it, he's also been caught in the grip of Lin's sanity. He's a big fan of Jeremy Lin, the first American Asian player of Chinese or Taiwanese descent.
Firstly, I would say this. I really like everything about the way he plays. I think it's easy to see why people have fallen for him, because he plays with passion, he plays hard, and it just seems like he's a hard-working kid who's doing the right things.
And just like you, if I'm correct, undrafted at college.
Yep.
And fought his way through and plays for a former team of yours, the New York Knicks.
That's right, that's right. And the fact is, great basketball minds made bad assumptions about him, in no small part based on the fact that he's an Asian American guy who came from Harvard. That translates to a non-athlete who's a geek, and people thought that wouldn't fit in the NBA.
Amaechi knows what it's like to break stereotypes too. After retiring, he announced that he was gay, becoming the first former NBA player to do so.
It was a very pragmatic decision, in that in America you can be fired for being gay in 30 states today, now. This America, the land of the free thing. And when I played, it was 40 states. And all the states that I played in were states where I could be fired. And I didn't want to lose my job.
Racism in British football has also hit the headlines recently, and Amaechi hasn't.
This thing at number 10 to me is just a PR event, because there was nobody present there who is skilled in the education of sport and players and management to make them change, and that's what needs to happen. It's going to be uncomfortable. Some of the dinosaurs in that organization, they just need to go. That board lacks diversity, and it's not just visual diversity, but they lack a diversity of thought that allows them to truly embrace the people that they should represent.
As the report said, when the big man speaks, you listen. And good to hear from John Amaechi as well. That's International Women's